So good morning everyone. Today in this video we are going to write and understand about the halophytes, okay, and various characteristics of the plant groups. So what are halophytes? Okay, the first question is what are halophytes? Phyte means we all know that is plant. So plants. Halo means salinic condition. So plants that are growing in saline condition or saline habitat, they are known as halophytes. Okay, so if the examination, if they will ask you about the definition of halophytes, so those plants that are growing in saline habitat, they are known as halophytes. Okay, so the two example for the halophytes are rhizophora. Okay, so rhizophora is a halophyte. The second example is Avicennia. Okay, so these are the plants that are growing in saline habitat. Okay, so what is saline habitat? The habitat where there is a high concentration of salts. What kind of salts? So in the soil, in the saline habitat, the soil contains high concentration of salt. So the sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, or magnesium sulfate, okay, they can be present into the soil, and due to the presence of high concentration of the salt in the soil, it will alter the soil solution, and the plants, they are unable to absorb the water from the soil. Okay, so halophytes, they are divided into 4 groups by warming in 1909. Okay, what he did, he divided halophytes in the 4th group. The first group is lithophilus. Okay, so what is lithophilus? So lithophilus, they are the halophytes that are growing on rock and stones. Okay, so those plants that are growing in saline condition, but they are growing on rock and stones, they are known as lithophilus. Okay, the another category of the halophytes are Samophilus. Okay, Samophilus. So what are Samophilus? The plant that are growing in dunes. Okay, sand dunes. The third group is Pilophilus. Okay, we also say that pilophile. So pilophile are the plants that are growing on mud. And the fourth group is Helophilus or Helophile. Okay, so Helophilus group, it consists of the plants that are growing on swamp. Okay, let's repeat it quickly. Warming in 1909, they categorized or they divided the halophytes into 4 groups. The first is Lithophilus, that contains the plants that are growing on rocks and stone. Okay, the second group is Samophilus, and it constitutes the plants that are growing on the sand dunes. The third group is Pilophilus, and it contains the plant that are growing on the mud. And the fourth group is Helophilus, and it contains the plant that are growing on the swamp. In all such condition, we have to remember that the soil is enriched with the salt. Okay, so what are the characteristics of halophytes? Okay, so if you see a plant, how will you tell that it is a halophyte? Okay, so halophyte in general, they have additional supporting roots. Okay, this is the first characteristic of halophytes. The second characteristic of halophyte is that they have respiratory roots. The roots are respiratory. Okay, those roots that performs the function of the respiration also, they are known as pneumatophores. Okay, pneumatophores. So if the question is there in the examination that what kind of plants have respiratory roots, you have to write the halophytes, they have the respiratory roots, and those roots that are performing the respiration, they are known as pneumatophores. Okay, and the last characteristic I'm going to discuss in this video is the occurrence of vivipary. Okay, vivi vivipary, P-A-R-Y. Okay, so vivipary is a condition. Vivipary occurs, okay, in the halophytes. So vivipary is a condition where the seed will germinate inside the fruit only. Okay, seed germinate inside the fruit, because if the seed will fall down, the high salt concentration will make the seed spoil. Okay, it will become rot. So what will happen, that suppose this is the fruit. Okay, so in the vivipary there are, suppose this is a fruit and this is the seed, okay, inside the fruit. So what will happen, in general the fruit will ripe, the seed will fall down, and the seed will give rise to the new plant. However, in the condition, that is the vivipary condition, there these are the seed inside the fruit, the seed will germinate inside the fruit only. Okay, so while the fruit is still intact, the seed will start their germination process and it will start developing. So once the seeds are dehiscized, they will fall down, they have the well developed root and shoot system, so they are able to survive the salinic condition. So this is all about the halophyte in this current video. Thank you for watching the video.